Dear Mama, it's so cold here, I can't feel my fingers anymore. Last night, Jimmy didn't wake up. The cold took him. Doc says half the company has frostbite. I'm scared, Mama. Not of the Germans, of the night.
Private Eugene Rowe wrote this letter on December 21, 1944, Bastogne, Belgium. He never sent it because the next night, December 22nd, he almost joined Jimmy. The temperature dropped to minus 18 degrees Celsius. Rowe had no sleeping bag, no shelter, just a thin wool coat and a hole in the frozen ground. At 3 a.m., most men who fall asleep in that cold, they don't wake up. But Rowe did wake up, because at midnight, a Finnish soldier, a veteran of winters far colder than this, showed him something. A survival trick so simple, so brutal, that it's kept men alive in minus 40 since before the war. Tonight, it's going to save Rowe's life, and he'll use it to save dozens more. December 16th, 1944. The Germans launched their offensive. The 101st Airborne, Rowe's unit, is rushed to Bastogne, a critical crossroads. They arrive with summer uniforms because nobody expected a winter battle. By December 20th, they're surrounded. 10,000 Americans, 45,000 Germans. No supply drops, no reinforcements. And the temperature starts dropping. December 21st, 3:47 a.m. Rowe is shaken awake. A soldier is panicking, whispering urgently, Doc, wake up." Rowe, groggy, asks what's wrong. The soldier's voice is trembling. "It's Jimmy. He's not moving." Rowe runs to Jimmy's foxhole. Private James Conlon, New Jersey, 20 years old. They'd been friends since basic training. Jimmy is lying on his side, curled up, still wrapped in his coat, eyes closed, like he's sleeping. Rowe kneels down, checks for a pulse. Nothing. He tries the neck, the wrist. Nothing. No, come on, Jimmy." Rowe whispers to himself, devastated. He starts chest compressions. 1, 2, 3. But Jimmy's body is rigid, cold. He's been dead for hours. Hypothermia. Jimmy went to sleep around midnight. Probably felt tired, peaceful even. That's how it works. Your body stops shivering. You feel warm, almost comfortable. Then you fall asleep. And your core temperature keeps dropping. 92 degrees Fahrenheit, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. At 86 degrees Fahrenheit, your heart stops. Jimmy never knew. He just went to sleep. Later, Rowe tells his sergeant, voice shaken, "He was fine yesterday. We were talking about home, about his girl back in Newark." The sergeant responds grimly, "How cold was it last night?" "Negative 17 degrees Celsius, maybe negative 18, Rowe says. Then he's not the last. He's right. That morning, 2 more men are found frozen. Corporal Miller, Private Kowalski. Same way. Went to sleep, didn't wake up. The cold is killing them faster than the Germans. That night, the temperature forecast is even worse. Negative 20 degrees Celsius. Rowe looks at his foxhole. the frozen ground, his thin wool coat, and he knows, tonight, it's his turn. That afternoon, Rose sits in his foxhole, pulls out a piece of paper, a pencil. His hands are shaking, not just from cold, from fear. He starts writing.
Dear Mama, it's so cold here. I can't feel my fingers anymore. Last night, Jimmy didn't wake up. The cold took him. Doc says half the company has frostbite. 3 men lost toes yesterday. They screamed when the medics cut them off. I'm scared, Mama. Not of the Germans, of the night. Remember when I was little and got scared of the dark? You'd sit with me until I fell asleep. I wish you were here now. I don't know if I'll...
He stops, stares at those words. I don't know if I'll... Can't finish the sentence. Can't write what he's thinking. He folds the letter carefully, puts it in his inside pocket, close to his heart, looks up at the sky. The sun is setting. 4:36 p.m. In 6 hours, it'll be midnight. In 8 hours, it'll be 3 a.m., the killing hour. Please, just let me see morning, he whispers to himself, a prayer. 11:47 p.m. Roe wraps himself in his coat, lies down in his foxhole. The ground is frozen solid, like concrete. Within minutes, he feels it, the cold, seeping through his back, pulling warmth from his body. His mind drifts to Jimmy. How Jimmy lay down just like this, closed his eyes just like this, and never woke up. Roe closes his eyes, tries not to think about 3 a.m. 12:34 a.m. Roe's eyes are closed, but he's not sleeping. Can't sleep. Too cold. Too scared. Then, a hand on his shoulder. His eyes snap open.
You're doing it wrong.
What?
Who? Lying like that, on frozen ground. You'll be dead by morning.
Roe sits up, looks at the man standing over him. Older, maybe 35. Weathered face, thick accent. Not American.
Who are you?
Doesn't matter. What matters is you're freezing. Can see it.
Yeah, we're all freezing. There's nothing we can do about it.
Wrong. There is something. I can show you.
What, you got extra sleeping bags hidden somewhere?
Don't need sleeping bags. Need branches. Need ground. Need brain.
Branches?
Come, I show you. But we move now.
It's the middle of the night. It's freezing out there.
You stay here, you die. You come with me, maybe you live. Your choice.
Roe stares at him. This stranger, this Finnish soldier, looks down at the frozen ground beneath him. Thinks of Jimmy, of Miller, of Kowalski, all of them lying down just like this. All of them closing their eyes. He stands up.
Show me. Good. Follow.
They walk into the forest. The snow crunches under their boots. Every step feels like it's stealing more warmth. Roe's teeth are chattering.
Where are we going? Trees. Need pine. Need branches.
For what?
For not dying.
They reach a clearing. Pine trees all around. The Finn stops.
Here we build. Build what? The bed that keeps you alive. Clear snow, down to dirt.
Roe doesn't understand, but he's too cold to argue. He digs. His hands are numb, can barely grip the shovel, but he digs. The Finn works beside him, efficient, methodical,
like he's done this 1,000 times.
Good. Now, branches, thick ones, many.
They move to the pine trees, snap off branches, low ones, dead ones, thick with needles.
This is supposed to keep me warm?
Not warm, alive, different thing.
I don't understand.
Ground, frozen ground, steals heat, faster than air, faster than wind. You lie on ground, ground drinks your warmth, like vampire. By morning, you're dead. This creates air, dead air, between you and ground. Air doesn't steal heat. Air protects. Physics, simple.
They stack the branches, layer by layer. Pine boughs in one direction, then perpendicular, then again. The Finn presses his boot down on the pile, tests the spring.
This is supposed to keep me warm?
Should feel soft, like mattress, but firm, supportive. Depth matters. Needs to be thick, hand width at least.
How do you know all this?
Finland, 1939. Winter War. Soviet Union invaded. We had no equipment, no sleeping bags, no tents, just snow and trees and cold. Minus 40 degrees Celsius. Some nights worse.
Minus 40?
How did you... This is how. Lost many men's first weeks. Froze in foxholes, like your friend. Then the old hunters taught us, showed us old ways. After that, we stopped losing men to cold. Lost them to Soviets instead. Better way to die. You've done this before, many times. Slept like this for 3 months, every night. I'm here, aren't I? That's proof it works.
They finish the bed. Takes 20 minutes. It's a pile of branches, about a foot thick. Looks primitive, uncomfortable, but when Roe presses on it, it gives. Springy, supportive.
Lie down. Test.
Roe lies on the branches. It feels strange, uneven, not comfortable, but something's different. The cold, that terrible seeping cold that was pulling warmth from his back, it's gone. His back, pressed against the branches, stays warm.
Lie down. Test. It's working. Physics doesn't lie. Wrap coat around you. Stay dry. That's important. Tomorrow morning, you wake up. Then you teach others.
Why are you helping me?
Because in Finland, nobody helped us. We learned too late. Lost 400 men first month.
Roe lies on the branch bed, wrapped in his coat. The Finnish soldier walks away, disappears into the darkness. Roe is alone, in the forest, at minus 20 degrees Celsius, but for the first time in days, he's not shivering. His eyes close, and despite everything, despite the war, despite the cold, despite Jimmy lying frozen in a grave, Eugene Roe falls asleep. 6:18 a.m., December 23rd. Eugene Roe opens his eyes. For a moment, he doesn't move, just lies there, staring at the gray sky through the pine branches, realizing he's alive. He sits up slowly. His body aches. His back is stiff, but he's warm, actually warm. He looks at the branch bed beneath him. This pile of pine boughs and dead air, it saved his life. He stands, brushes snow off his coat, walks back toward his unit's position. The forest is silent, white, frozen, beautiful in a terrible way. As he gets closer, he hears voices, quiet, somber. He rounds a corner, sees a group of soldiers standing in a circle. 2 bodies on the ground. Corporal Davis, 22, from Michigan. Private Sullivan, 19, from Boston. Both found in their foxholes this morning, frozen, like Jimmy, like Miller, like Kowalski. Rowe stands there, stares at their bodies. Davis had shown him pictures of his daughter 2 days ago. Sullivan had shared his last chocolate bar with him. Now they're gone. And he's alive, because a stranger taught him a trick.
The forest. I learned something. Learned what? How to not end up like them. I need to show you something. And then I need to show everyone. Before tonight. That afternoon, Rowe gathers 15 men, takes them to the forest. You're going to think this sounds crazy, he tells them, but it works. I'm alive because of it. And if you do what I show you, you'll be alive tomorrow too.
December 23rd, afternoon. Rowe teaches 15 men, shows them how to clear snow, how to layer branches, how to test the bed. By 5 p.m., all 15 have built their own ground beds. That evening, word spreads. The medic knows a trick, keeps you warm. Soldiers start asking, "Is it true? Does it really work?" Rowe tells each one, "I'm alive, aren't I?" December 23rd night. Temperature, minus 19 degrees Celsius. In Rowe's company, not a single man dies from the cold. December 24th, Christmas Eve. Rowe teaches 30 more men. The Finnish soldier helps, works beside him. Silent, efficient.
You're good teacher.
I had a good teacher.
Now, they don't die for nothing. They die fighting, not freezing. Better way.
December 25th, Christmas Day. The Finnish soldier teaches an entire battalion, 150 men. That night, temperature drops to minus 22 degrees, the coldest yet. Cold-related deaths? 0. December 26th, Bastogne is relieved. Patton's Third Army breaks through. The siege is over. The Germans retreat. In the final week of the siege, after Rowe learned the trick, cold-related deaths in the 101st dropped by over 80%. How many lives did it save? Dozens? Maybe hundreds? Impossible to know exactly. But Eugene Rowe knew. Every morning he woke up, every face he saw that was still alive, he knew.
I'm okay, Mama. A man I didn't know saved my life. Taught me something. Something simple. Something old. I used it to save others. I wish I could have saved them all. But I saved some. That has to be enough. I'll be home when this is over. I promise. Your son, Eugene.
He folds the letter. This time, he sends it. 3 months later, Rowe is at the Eagle's Nest, Hitler's mountain retreat. The war in Europe is over. He looks for the Finnish soldier, asks around. Tall guy, Finnish accent, new winter survival. Nobody knows who he's talking about. The man disappeared after Bastogne, like a ghost. Eugene Rowe returned home to Louisiana in November 1945, became a mailman, lived a quiet life. He rarely talked about the war, never talked about the men who froze. But every winter, when the temperature dropped, he'd remember the Finnish soldier, the branch bed, the night he should have died. The technique Rowe learned, the ground bed, is still taught today in survival schools, in military training, in bushcraft courses. Not because it's comfortable, but because it works. Because physics doesn't lie. Because on December 22nd, 1944, a Finnish soldier taught an American medic how to survive, and Eugene Rowe used it to save dozens more. Remember the name, Eugene Rowe, and remember, when survival matters, insulate from the ground up.